Hey, folks, Dave back here, and we have the new mat. Look at the new mat. It's unbelievable. This is the XHL mat that Keith sent me, and I did an unboxing earlier. And I'm going to play a game of regular Hockey Blast. This is not going to be XHL just yet because I still haven't sat down and learned how to play that yet. So this is going to be just Dave playing regular Hockey Blast. This is going to be kind of like a neutral zone, neutral site game, if you will, here as I go back to some Hockey Blast. Now, what's interesting about this, these are the cards that I created. All right, I recreated the 70-71 set on my own. All I did is look at the cards that came with the set that I bought, and I recreated every single card on every single team. It took me a long time, but I love these. I love how they look. These look almost like the set here. Where's the set that I showed earlier? Let me pull this set out here. There they are. So this is the set. I don't know where I got this set here, but see this set here? This is a set that I got, and it looks a lot like these. You know, I kind of mimicked this set a little bit that I got. I don't remember where I got this one from. I think it was a freebie set online one time. Maybe somebody created it, but so I wanted to kind of create something similar to that, and so that's what I did here. So the other ones, if you look at, remember the old cards, they look like really like like plain and boring. And so these here are nice and jazzy. So I was pretty happy the way these come out. So I'm going to play this here tonight as Casanova Frankenstein comes by. Is it Steen or Stein? And we're going to play some Hockey Blast. We're going to play the regular game here. Now, it's been a while since I played it, so I'm going to probably make some mistakes. But I practiced a little bit, and I was like, oh, yeah, I think I remember how to play this. So we got the 1970-71 Rangers and the 1970-71 Detroit Red Wings here. So I got my red and my blue. I think it looks really kind of cool on this mat here. I really do. I even got to shout out one of my lights here to make it a little cooler in here. So let's play. All right, I'm going to do my best to play this correctly, and it's going to be Rangers at the Red Wings here. And so let's get going here and roll our dice here. Roll your ball. So we have a 4 high face-off wins. So that's going to be over here. So the puck's going to go over here. I'm going to start with no momentum in this game. I usually start with a home team with momentum, but I think we're going to start with no momentum here. You know, something we could put the home team momentum, and you know, we'll play it for a couple of minutes, and then when the novelty of the home ice wears off, so we'll start the home team with momentum for we'll say 2 shifts. How about that? 2 shifts. Alrighty, so I'm going to roll a third die here in case I need to figure out what quality we're checking. All right, so I have a 21, a 3. Oh, we got to play. Team with the most triangles generates a scoring chance. Again, I'm rusty at this, so you're going to have to let me look it up here. So the most triangles. So we have 1, 2 triangles, and they only have 1 triangle. Oh, this second line is really good. Oh, by the way, I used the Apple Hockey to make the lines. Okay, I thought that would be the fairest way to do it. Is just take my Apple Hockey sheet and put in the lines instead of trying to. I'm playing against myself is what I'm doing. I'm setting the line. So I went to Apple Hockey and set it out. So whatever I have here, I have here. So a 3, the most triangles. So it's going to be the Rangers. So they will get a scoring chance. Okay, so let's go to the scoring chance now. So let's go to my play chart. And I have a 9. It's going to be 4, 2, and choice. So it's going to be 4, 2, and choice. Well, my choice is going to be Rod Gilbert. So with no momentum, so we got to okay. So it's the assist and the shot. So we get 2, and well, that's an open star on Ballone, so we can't use that because he is we don't have the momentum over there, so there's no assist over here. So I think it's a 2, right? So I'm a 2 shooting on 3, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the offense is black and the goalie is white, right? So it's very similar to shooting in 49 hockey. So I get a 2 shooting on 3. So I'm out of range and I'm in range. So it's not going to be a goal. And so let's check the save chart on a 6. Goalie kicks it wide. The puck is loose. 0-1 gets the rebound and shoots. So Gilbert gets it. And so he's a 2. We add 1 into 3. And I believe the rebound is shot save. Right? So the rebound's only a 1. So he's a 3 shooting on 1 right now. 3 shooting on 1. And let me see. That's in range. That's out of range. And that's a score. So Rod Gilbert opens the scoring. And it's 1-0 for the Rangers. The Rangers. So 1-0 here. Gilbert with the goal. And let's take a look at our assists. So I do have an assist chart. And so let's roll that assist chart here. And I got a 7 here. It's going to be the 2 highest assists. So I'm looking at Park and Rattel. So Gilbert from Park and Rattel. And just like that, it is 1-0 for the visitors. So I think that's how it goes. So let's get rid of this here. So now the momentum comes over here. So a goal is momentum. So now the Rangers have momentum. Let's go to the face-off, and we'll go line 2 here. And Joe comes by. Joe says, where can I get one of those mats? This is from Play, Plaay, play.com. This is the XHL mat. I did an unboxing about an hour ago. Just about an hour ago. And I unboxed. I'm trying to get this over here without making a whole mess here. This is a whole different thing. The XHL. It's Play's new fictional hockey league, hockey game, if you will. It's I haven't played it yet, but I saw it being played, and it's got some crazy rules. And this is the play mat they come out with. Keith sent me this play mat last week, and I wanted to show it off. So that's what we got. And Ryan likes the hat. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, what we need to do, Ryan, did you have, all right, now don't tell Joe Cards this, and don't tell Marco this, but Ryan, do you have the fast action cards for soccer, APA Soccer? Let me know if you do. If you do, I'd like to find a time to sit down and maybe we can do a video chat and you can kind of walk me through that just to see if it plays a little bit better or not. But don't tell anybody that I'm thinking about soccer, all right? I don't want that reputation that I'm a soccer guy, okay? Christopher comes by again. Thanks for coming by tonight. The XHL is a really cool concept. It reminds me of Roller Hockey Beach League. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to try to make this a really fun league. I'm going to make it a Dave league. I told Keith that too. I says I have so many ideas. And okay, just don't tell Joe Cards and don't tell Vinny, don't tell Marco that we might have a rendezvous and play some soccer. Okay. I'm really interested because I like the APA stuff, so I'm interested to see if the APA soccer would work. I think Play has a soccer game too. That I don't. If it plays like this, it might be kind of fun. Soccer Blast. Do they have Soccer Blast? I don't think I have Soccer Blast. Not that I want to get on a soccer rabbit hole because I don't really like soccer that much. But I will be playing on the down low. I will be. All right, so we have a 9 here. Home wins the face-off, immediate play. So the Red Wings get it. They'll get an immediate play. And a 6 on the immediate play is 3, 2, and 1. So it's going to be 3, 2, and 1. So Frank Mahavlich, a late addition to this game, by the way. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have a 5. Oh, he's a 4. 5 shooting on 4. 5 shooting on 4. And that's going to be in the shooter range, but it's also in the goalie range. So it's going to be a save. Puck deflected behind the net. Let me see. Do I have 3 squares on defense? 1, 2. I do. 1, 2, 3. I do have 3 squares on defense. Defense controls the puck. So they will control the puck, and it's going to be change the lines and advance the clock and all that other stuff. Okay, so we're just going to get we're going to call this box a turnover. Okay, so that's a turnover. Rangers have the puck. I think we'll go back. Let me clear this out here. So I think we'll go back to line 1. And I want to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to go 3 and 1 for the home team. And visitors will go 1 and 3, and then I'll mix it up. All right, so the Rangers have the puck. And I got an 8. So that's an ice blast. So it's a wide angle of everybody, and 2 is going to be skill. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got 1, 2. So they're going to win it. And I believe if the offense wins, then they get a play. So, okay, so the Rangers are going to get another play. And I got a 10. 4, 1, and 2. So 4, 1, and 2. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4. I got 4 shooting on 3. 4 shooting on 3. And that's a goal. Oh, wait, 7. Oh, he gets to make a spectacular save. All right, Roy Edwards. So Dave Ballone looking to put this home, but Roy Edwards can make a spectacular save. He's got a 1-star spectacular save with a 6. Nope, that's a score. And it's 2-0 Rangers, just like this. All righty, so Ballone with the goal. And Horton, here's a who, and Gilbert on the assist. So Horton and Gilbert. 2-0 visitors. And the Red Wings not looking good right now at home, and the momentum will stay as we've only played 3 minutes of the game. All right, so we're going to go 3 and 3 over here, and we're going to go 1 and 2. How about that? And Soccer Blast is fun. Yeah, I mean, I got to look into. I'm not a big soccer guy, but again, I when you play games on the table, it's a lot different. So, all right, so we got a 7. That's going to be face-off won by home, followed by a lull. All right, so we got lull, lull, lull. That's our first lull, lull, lull of the game. Let's go 2 and 1. How about that? We'll go 2 and 1. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. All right, here we go. So momentum is lost, right? Because we have the lull. So there's no momentum right now. And so we have a 9. Home wins the face-off immediate play. Okay. So we have a 6. 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, and 1. So Frank Mahabit is going to get the shot. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shooting on 4. Red Wings trying to beat Velimir. Incidentally, both goalies are lefties. I don't know if you can see it in the silhouette. But when I made this set, I put the goalies with their proper stick in their hand. I mean, again, I was making it for me, so I mean, I can do whatever I want. So I did that, and it's kind of fun. So I said, 5 shooting on 4. 5 shooting on 4. 5 shooting. Oh my gosh! And that's a score. It's off the post and in. Right? Because 5 shooting on 4. And I need a 5 or 6, and I got the 5 or 6. And just like that, it's 2 to 1. And so Frank Mahovlich. That's Mahovlich. Mahovlich from Mickey Redmond, who big trades with the Canadians, I think. And Red Berenson. And it's 2 to 1. Interesting. So hopefully I'm playing this correctly. So we have the momentum here. So we're going to go momentum. And let's clear out this right here. This is kind of how I just indicate who has what. So let's go back to, let's go 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 right now. How about that? All right, let's go. 6. That's going to be visitor wins the face-off. All right, so the Rangers with the puck. And we have an 8. That's going to be an ice blast, which is everybody. And a 1 is going to be the speed. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. So, yes, they will get a shot on net. So let's see who's going to take this shot. It's going to be a 10. We have 4, 1, 2. So we have 4, 1, and 2. So it's 2. 2, 3, 4. 4 on 3. All right. So I think it's a 4 on 3 is what I got. All righty. 4 on 3. And nope. That's going to be a save. Smothered and a face-off. All right. So nice save by Edwards, right? Yep. That's going to be a save and face-off. So let's clear away all these little guys here. And I'm just going to put save on my score sheet. And so we're going to go 2 and 3 and 2 and 1. Alrighty, and I still think they have the momentum is lost on a lull. Nope. A penalty, a failure score, an injury, unusual result. No, so they still have the momentum. Okay, here we go. And 56. It's an 11 waved off new face off of new players. All right, so we're gonna have to go to the next one. And a 10 high face off. So 50 and nothing. So they're gonna win the face off. So Rangers get the puck on the draw. And the World Cup coming to Boston. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I want to play. I think Appa had the what did they have? They had that league with the New England Revolution. I think I saw. Or was that play? Somebody had the Revolution. I was like, I would play that season. That might be kind of fun to play. A couple teams in that. All right, so we have a 3 most triangles. So we get 1 triangle. 2 triangles. They got 3 triangles. So the Red Wings will take the shot. My team with the most triangles get the chance to tie the game. 6, 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, and 1. So again, Mahavlich, Redmond, and Berenson. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5 shooting on 4. And that will be a save. All right. That'll be a save and smothered, and we're going to get a face-off. So, a good effort here, but we got another save. And so now we're almost halfway through the period here. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, almost halfway through the period. So let's get back to we're gonna get line 4 out here for each team and 1. How about that? 4 and 1 for each team. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. As I just try to mix it up here, so now we get some of the riffraff out here, if you will. Ryan, you better not say anything about the soccer thing. If I hear anything from Joe tomorrow saying, "Oh, Dave's looking to play soccer," I don't want to hear. And any of you guys too. Any of you guys here in the chat, I don't want to hear it. 7. So we got a face-off 1 and a lull. So lull, 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 lull. So that's it. So let's get line 3 and line 2 out here for everybody. And so we have 2 high face-off. High face-off. So a 53 and a 53. So let's go to the decide or die. And we're going to say defense is away, offense. Okay. So the home team gets it. So I have a 7. That'll be a lull. And a lull causes loss of momentum, which I think I lost anyway. And all right, so here we go. So 2 lulls in a row. Lull, lull, lull. All right, so we're gonna go. I know you're supposed to. I'm playing Dave's way, by the way. Let's get line 2 out here with line 3. That's what I'm gonna do now. And Joe's gonna try to see the Orioles this week. That should be fun. Every once in a while, there's some people out here, and they get on the bus and they get on to Baltimore to see the Sox game. And I've never gone with them, but 2 high face-off. 55, 50. So Rangers get the puck. So I never taken that bus trip down, but I think it's a day trip. A 10, turnover. If any defender has the square symbol, and no square. If no square, roll again. When double 5s are rolled, the defense also gets a breakaway play. Okay, so they don't have a square, so they don't get the breakaway, right? Roll again. No, okay, so we just roll again. So there's no effect. We roll again. Kickball is fine. Yeah, we can call it kickball. That's fine. So I have a 7 this time. It's another lull. All right, so 2 minutes to go in the period. Let's get line 1 back out here. And I know, again, I'm just playing Dave's way. This is not how you're supposed to play the game, so Dave's just playing his way tonight. Because I'm playing the mat. I'm kind of liking the contrast here. I'm really tempted to, I hate to be sacrilege here and get the Burger King hamburger and the McDonald's French fries, which sadly I've done. But I'm interested to see how this mat looks if I put something else on here. And I know I love my other mat with all my logos, but this dark mat might be kind of neat. All right, so we got a face off here. We got a 9. Home wins immediate play. Okay. Red Wings trying to tie this up late in the first period. A 7, secondary play. And a 4 is 5-2-3. So we have a 5, a 2, and a 3. So we have 1, 2. We have a 2. So it's a 2 shooting on 4 right now. So it's going to be Alex Del Vecchio, 2 on 4. Oh, it's in range, but the goalie makes the save, stacks the pads. 0-2 gets a rebound, and he's going to get a shot. So 0-2. So Bill Collins gets a rebound. So he'll be 1 shooting on 1. 1 shooting on 1. And he scores. Oh, wait, no, he can make a spectacular save. Oh, he's got a 4 for spectacular save. Oh, so it's 1-on-1 was good, and it's out of range. But the 7, I forgot in the play game, you still get a spectacular save chance. So here he goes. Can Vellimore rob Collins on the backhand try? In 11, if he's 5 stars, he makes the save. He's 4. He is so close. Yeah, boy, there's so many rolls that would have been a save, but no, Collins scores, and it's 2-2 as Collins will beat Velimier on a sweet play that just gets over the line. And let's take a look at our assists because we didn't have any designated assists. So we have an 11. It's going to be the 2 highest. So we're going to go Ecclestone and Del Vecchio. Let's just go with the forwards. So we're going to do Ecclestone and Del Vecchio. 2 C's. 2-2 now. So the Rangers jumped out to a 2-0 lead. So they got some momentum now. And we got just the one last play here in the period. So we will go 2-2. And it's fun, but you better bring some money. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't have anytime you go to a ballpark, it costs a ton of money. And that's why when we talk about this hobby here, as Michael comes by, hi, Michael. Not that I want to get on another rabbit hole here and whatever, but, we talk about this hobby and it's just like, oh, well, this is expensive and this is expensive. Do we realize when we go to an event, a baseball game, a football game, a hockey game, that it's hundreds of dollars usually to go to that event? So you could buy a game in a season or a couple of seasons or whatever it is for the cost of one night at a ballpark. So, I mean, we all spend our money where we want to spend it, I guess, Here we go. Face off. So we got a 5. It's going to be visitor wins and immediate play. All right, so the Rangers get it. Chance to take the lead late in the period. 7's going to be a secondary play. And a 4. 5-2-3. So we have a 5. And 2 and 3. So Walt Kachuk's going to take the shot. So we have a 1, a 2, and a 3. So it's a 3 shooting on 3. Here we go. 3 shooting on 3. And, that's in range for both. So that'll be a save. And puck deflected around the boards. Do I have 3 squares out here? Nope. Otherwise, 0-5 gets a rebound shot. Well, that's going to be interesting. So 0-5 with a rebound shot. So it's going to be ceiling. So he's got a 0 chance. He's got scissors. So he's got 1, but it's cut in half. So it's actually 0. So it's 0 shooting on 3. And so that will be a save. And it's going to be saved by the glove hand. He'll hang on. And that'll do it in the period. So at the end of 1, it's New York 2 and Detroit 2. Gilbert and Ballone scoring for the Rangers, and then it's Mahavlich and Collins for the Red Wings. And we move into period 2. And Allen comes by. I know all the players with current teams. Some of them might be fictional. Yeah, I'm the same way with that, Allen. Some of these guys here in the modern seasons, I don't know many of them. I'm trying to watch more on TV so I can kind of keep up with it. I should have bought. And the momentum's gone, by the way. These are cards I created. I think I've said that, but I'm pretty proud of them, actually. And they look really nice here on this board. They really do. Yeah, that's why I go back and play my favorite seasons, because I know most of the players, and I know a lot of the names. I even know like goalies, Velimir and Roy Edwards. I know these guys. The modern season, that's why I didn't pick it up with Appa, because I just don't know enough people. Although I do need to play the finals. I think I need to set that up with Grant's game and set up the Panthers and the Oilers and play the finals, play Toronto. I think I'm going to do that. I need to do that. And Michael says, I take my two nephews to AA minor league games on $2 hot dog night, and it's $100. Yeah, 50 for food, 45 for tickets, hot dogs, parking, and all that. Yeah, it kind of stinks. All right, so second period action. It's 2-2. All right, 2-2. Rangers and the Red Wings here at the. I think at the Olympia in 70-71. If PJ was here, he would know that. 6 visitor wins the faceoff, so the Rangers with the puck. And the 7 is going to be a lull. Lull. And I think on a lull, you're supposed to keep the same players on the ice. But again, Dave's way. So I'm going to mix it up here. So I'm going to go. Let's go 2 and 3, because I like to try to. No, let's get 4. We'll go 4 and 3. All right, because I need to get line 4 out here. That's just kind of how Dave does it. You're not supposed to switch lines on a lull. But again, this is not really part of any project. This is me just playing on my new mat. So I'm going to play it Dave's way. All righty, I'm going to go Frank Sinatra. It's at the Olympia? Okay, thanks, Alan. So I have an 8 on the face-off. Home wins the face-off. So here we go. And a turnover if they have the square symbol. And no, there's no squares over here. So if there's no square, no effect, roll again. Okay, so we're just going to roll again. No line change. No nothing. Okay, so there's no square, because we got the bottom dudes out here. 5. Penalty event. All right, roll on the penalty event chart. And let's see. So let's see what we're going to have for a penalty here. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's check it out here. So we got a 9. So 9 is going to be 0-2. So 0-2. So it's going to be Tom Webster. So I believe he goes up against the other guy. How you do penalties? To see who's I believe this is how you do penalties, is you look at the guy who's supposed to get the penalty, and then look at the guy he's going up against, and the higher one gets it. So because they're the same, I think I keep it with this guy. And so it's going to be Tom Webster picking up a penalty. Now let's roll for the penalty. And it's a 5. So it's going to be, is the penalty less than 1? Yes. Minor penalty. So it's going to be a minor penalty. Okay. So we got a minor penalty here. So I need to go to my penalty chat. All right. So it's going to be a Detroit penalty Webster. Minor penalty, 2 minutes. Okay. So let's get line 1 out here for each team. And who's going to sit? Who's going to sit? We're going to have Collins be the odd man out. So he's going to be sitting in the box. All right, so let's go to the penalty here. And I believe it's 2 minutes. So we got a visitor power play. All righty. And Fenner says, I always seem to enjoy Hockey Blast. I might pull the trigger on Black Friday. Yeah, I wrestled with it for a while, and then when I got the Express, I really liked the Express. And then after I played the Express, I put this back on the table. Like, no, I like this. I don't know why I stopped liking it, but I do like it. It's a nice change of pace, is what it is. It's like a nice palate cleanser from all the other games that I play. It just does something a little different. It's easy to play, and it's fun. All right, so let's go to the face-off chat here on my power play for the Rangers. Face-off won by high face-off player. Do I have 2 circles out here? No, I don't. So it's won by the high face-off, which is over here with the 53. So Rattel wins the face-off. Okay. And in 8s, we have an Ice Blast. Okay. And it's going to be the smart quality. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 smarts and 2 over here. So yes, so they will win this, and they're going to get a play. All right. So the Rangers are going to get a chance here for a shot on the net. 5 is going to be 3-1 in choice. So we're going to go 3-1, and of course we got to go Balone on the shot because he's got the 2. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and now momentum because they're on the power play, right? It's temporary momentum. So I get a 6 actually. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got a 6 shooting on 3 here. 6 shooting on 3. And that's going to be in range for a ball. So Edwards makes the save. Goalie stacked the pads and goes 0-2 for a rebound. Okay. So the puck bounces right back to Balone. He's going to get his own rebound. And so now he is 3 shooting on 1. 3 shooting on 1. And that's going to be another save by Edwards. Door slam shuts. He kicks it out to D4. And he clears the puck. So there's 1 down here. So we're just going to call that a save. And this is the second part of the power play. So let's get line 2 out here on the penalty kill and the power play. And we're going to have Mickey Redmond sit out on this one is what I'm going to do. All righty. And Fenner says that XHL mat is glorious, looking so awesome. Isn't it? Isn't it the dark mat? It feels good. I even got to turn off one of my other lights and just let this kind of shine. Let it shine. Battle for possession. Team with the most power play stars or penalty kill symbol wins possession. So there's 1. And any circles over here, there's 1. Let me see. So they either gain possession. Let me read this again. If no player on ice has that, then red is the turnover. So it's not. So team with the most this, so it's E or penalty kills gains possession of the puck. On a tie, I think it goes to the team with momentum on a tie. So if it's a tie, which it is, it goes over here. Because I don't think you can count this on the power play. I think it's stars, which is 1, and circles, which is 1. So I think it's 1 and 1. And if it's tied, it goes to the team with momentum. So they just maintain possession. So there's no turnover. So it's just a battle for possession is what it is. Okay, so it's a battle for possession. Okay. Christopher, this is the 1970-71 Rangers against the Red Wings is what it is. And these are my cards. These are the ones that I just recreated these to make them look nice because the older ones were just kind of text and they just blah, blah. So I recreated these myself. The whole season I recreated just so they would look nice. And I plan on doing more seasons. I did a couple of the 74 teams. I haven't done them all yet because it takes a long time to do this, to get it all in there and double check all your writing and your numbers. It takes a long time to do it, but when it's done, it's great. Your house rules, you can't have 2 consecutive lulls. I get it, Yeah, I had 3 consecutive lulls here, but what can you do? All right, so the puck is still with the Rangers in the power play. And another 11, so we just go on again. And we have a 10 this time. Turnover. Offensive team or man advantage team loses possession of the puck. When double 5s are rolled, it's a breakaway. So they just lose possession of the puck. No line change. No time advance. Okay, so nothing changes. So the shorthanded team has the puck. We have a 9 in play. Whichever team has the most triangles. And the star in the circle count as a triangle for the man advantage team. So we got 1 triangle, 2 triangles, and that would be 3. And they have 2. Well, it was close. We'll get a play. So they will get the play, right? Okay, so it's going to be a play here because they have the 3. If I'm reading that right. Yeah, so it's 3 on 2. And they have the momentum anyway, so they would win. All right, so here's a chance here. So a 7. It's going to be secondary shot. And a 7 again. 3, 4, and a 5. So it's going to be 3, 4, and that's pretty bad, actually. So we have 1, 2, 3. Cut in half is a 1. So it's 1 shooting on 3. So from the point, rod ceiling, it's going to be a Twilight Zone goal, 1 on 3. Nope. And it's going to be an 11. Goalie knocks it down. And here comes a pass up the middle. It's going to be a breakaway play. So we got a shorthanded breakaway now. Holy cow. So Edwards makes the save. It's shot up the middle, and it's a shorthanded chance. All right. So here comes the play chart. It's 6, 3, 2, and 1. So we got 3, 2 is in the box, and 1 will get the shot. Is what it's going to be. So shorthanded bid. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 shooting on 4. Shorthanded bid for Frank Mahavlich. He shoots this one, and he will score. Shorthanded goal from Mahavlich, right? 3 is less than 4. 5 is greater than 4. And that's a shorthanded goal for the Red Wings. As Frank Mahavlich gets his second of the game. Mahavlich shorthanded from Berenson, if I did that correctly. And it's now 3-2. 3-2 on the shorthanded goal. Wow, that's pretty cool, actually. Alrighty, so we can get rid of this. And we have, we're still not even halfway through this second period. And let's go back to line 1. No, so let's go to line 3 or 4. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, and then I'll swap this up here. So I'll go 3 and 4, and then I'll go to 4 and 2. That's what I'll do. Alrighty. So a 4, high face-off wins. So we got 53-47, so the Rangers will get it. They have momentum because they scored. And a 7, so that'll be a lull. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this just to get more people involved. All righty, so here we go. Again, I'm playing it my way, so just in case you know, so that there's no more lull, no more momentum. This is kind of how Dave's playing it here. 5 is going to be visitor face-off immediate play, so the Rangers get it. Trying to tie the game with line 4 out here. Oh, boy, so we have a secondary play. And a 5. 5, 2, and a 4. Ooh. 5, 2, and a 4. So it's going to be 0. So it's 0 shooting on 3. And a 5 is save. 0-2 gets a rebound for a shot. So Sather gets the rebound. So, and that's the best outcome I could possibly get here. So he's a 1 shooting on 1. I might have screwed up one of the last rebounds. I might have read off the play save. Again, I'm probably making mistakes tonight. So just hold your comments. I know I'm making mistakes, but I really wanted to play this Matt. That's what I'm doing here tonight. All right, so he's got the 1 shooting on 1. Sather, oh, jeepers creepers, it went flying out of my hands. And no, if that was reversed, it might have been good. So that'll be another save. Back to 0-2, he gets another rebound. So Sather's going to be shooting 2 on 1 this time. Gets another rebound. And that's another save. And it's going to be 0-1 with a rebound. So Eggers, this is going to be 3 shooting on 1. And a 9, that's going to be a save. And they'll hang on, and we'll change some lines here. So some nice saves by Edwards. I'm going to put saves on my notebook here because, holy cow, he made a lot of saves. So new line, here we go. And again, I think I'm playing this correctly. I could be very wrong. Somebody said you could play this game in a half hour. It takes me an hour to play this game, 45 minutes to an hour, you know. And so we have a 6. So it's going to be a zoom. So it's going to be a 4 and a 2 on a zoom. So there's a 4. And here's the 2 on a zoom. And actually, let me put it at the top so I can read the qualities. And the quality is 1, and a 1 is going to be speed. No, and yes. All right, so if the offense wins the zoom, they will get a play. So Detroit will get a play. And a 6 is going to be 3-2-1. Delvecchio and Collins setting up Ecclestone. So we have 1, 2. That's all we get. So we're 2 shooting on 4. 2 shooting on 4. That was a 4. So that'll be a save. And a 5 stacks the pads. It bounces to 0-2, who will get a rebound shot. So on the rebound, we add 1. So it's 1 shooting on 4. He's got a, shot save is a 2. I'm looking at the wrong ones. I'll get it. I'll get it. It's all coming back to me now. So it's a 1-on-1, right? Spectacular save, a spectacular save. Shot save is your rebound. Okay, so it's going to be a rebound. So it's 1 shooting on 1, and that's another save. And he'll hang on, and we'll make some line changes here. So let's go to 2 and 2 for each team. As that's going to be another save. So we got about 8 or 9 minutes to go here in the second period. It is 3-2 for the Red Wings. A shorthanded goal by Frank Mahovlich here in the second period is our difference. And, we got a 6. We need to roll this. A 2. So it's going to be a zoom. So 3 and 3 on the zoom. So it's going to be Berenson and Kachuk, the 2 centers, battling it out here. And on the zoom, it's going to be the skill. Yes, the Rangers have the skill. And so they will get the shot. So the Rangers will get the shot on net. Try to tie the game. And I got a 3. So it's going to be 4-2-3. So 4, 2, 3. So we got 1, 2, and 0. So 2. We have 1 shot and 1 assist. So it's a 2 shooting on 3. Here we go. 2 shooting on 3. Ooh, that was reversed. I don't know. No, still would have been a save. So it's a 5. So it's going to be goalie stacks the pads. And 0-2 gets the rebound. So it bounces back to Vic Hadfield. So he's got a 2 now, shooting on 1. Hadfield, no! Clearing attempt kept in at the blue line. They keep the puck, normal minutes, no time advance, same line, so nothing. So they can't clear the zone. So that'll be that. So the Rangers still have the puck. So let me do this. And I am having a blast with Hockey Blast. We got another zoom. So we have a 1 and a 5. And the zoom is going to be the power. No. Yes. Yes. So they take over. The defensive wins. There's no shot. They take over new possessions, advance the clock, and all that fun stuff. So, yes. So great play by Serge Lejeunesse. Will come up with a play. And that's going to be a turnover. And we play on. So we're going to get line 3 and line 3 out here for each team. And it's going to be Detroit puck here. And Chris says another house rule is if Scissors takes it down to 0 and they roll a 1, you go to the decide or die if the goalie doesn't make the save. Interesting. Yeah, my thing is any shot has a chance of going in. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Scissors either. That really kind of makes a lot of shots a 0 range. But we'll just play on. That's what we do. I haven't played this enough to kind of really sit down and come up with some homebrew rules yet. So Detroit with a puck, and we have a penalty. We have a penalty event here. So let's go. So we have a 6. So a 6 is going to be D5. So over here to Dale Rolfe. Now Rolfe is 5 versus 1. So no, the penalty is going to be on him. And a 9 is going to be, does he have a fight rating? No. So it's going to be a minor for Ruff. So Rolf's going to get a penalty here. So we got a New York penalty. And it's going to be Rolf. So home power play here. So we'll get the Red Wings a power play chance. They will have temporary momentum. Line 1 for everybody. And sitting out for the Rangers will be Malone. All right, so let me go to my chart here. Yeah, if the Flyers are holding the stick. All righty, so here we go. So it's going to be a face-off here on a power play. 12. Ooh, high face-off wins. We got an unusual result. So the high face-off wins. That's going to be Rattel. Rattel wins, and the unusual result is going to be 6. We got an injury. I don't want to play injuries, so I'm just going to go with that. I don't want to go. I'm not going to go unusual result. I'm going to skip that. Okay. I'm going to skip that and just kind of play along. All right, so we're going to go back onto the power play here. Rangers with a puck and they're shorthanded is what's going to happen right now. So a 6 is going to be a zoom. So it's going to be 1 and 5. Okay, and it's going to be the speed. And yes and no. So if yes has a chance, that's a shorthanded play, right? They will get a play. So the Rangers are going to get a scoring chance here. So another shorthanded bid here in this game. 2, 3, and a 5. So 2 is out. So it's going to be 3 and 5. So, they have tempo. Oh no, so they have the momentum here. So it's going to be 0 because Rattel is 1, but Park is scissors. So it's going to be 0 shooting on 3. And so a 6 is a save, kicks it wide. 0-1 gets the rebound and shoots. So 0-1 gets the rebound. Now, here's a question for you. If you guys play this game, what happens if it says 0-2 gets the rebound and there's no 0-2? Right? If there's no 0-2 for the rebound, how do we play that? Would I just call it a face-off? And Dale Rolfe had no fight rating when Schultz pummeled him in the playoffs. Christopher, how would you play that? Just thinking out loud here. If it was 0-2 on the rebound and 0-2's in the penalty box, how do you handle that? What would you do for that if that was the rebound? All right, luckily it's 0-1, so I don't have to worry about it. So it's Rod Gilbert. So he's 3 shooting on 1 right now. 3 shooting on 1, and nope. That's going to be out of range, so it's going to be a 6. Back to 0-1. So now it's going to be 4 shooting on 1. And no, again, no. Huge save, and he'll freeze it. So we're going to face off. And time advances, so we're going to get a save here. So still a Detroit power play. And we're going to go 2 and 2. So yeah, I'm just wondering how you guys would play that if it goes to a slot that there's nobody there. It's probably in the rule book, but it's just been so long. So I'm interested to know what would happen. I'll have to ask on that. An 8. Man advantage team wins the face-off. Do I have a... Oh, I do. I do have that. Immediate play. Okay, so they get it, and they're going to get a... Oh, no, wait. Man advantage team wins the face-off. And they have this. So Mahavlich, yeah, they're on the power play. So Mahavlich has the star. Yep, so they will get an immediate play. Okay. 8 is going to be 2, 1, 3. So 2, 1, and 3. So it's going to be Berenson. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 shooting on 4. So here we go. Berenson looking to make it 4-2. And no, that'll be in range of both. So that'll be a save. Off the post. The power play team 0-3 gets the rebound shot. Hang on a sec. All right, this is confusing here. Off the post, scramble in front. If power play team 03 gets the shot. Okay, yes, it is the power play team. So 03 will get the rebound shot. Yes, okay. I just have to read that a couple of times. So they are the power play team. And so 03 gets the rebound shot. Okay. So we got Berenson. So he's going to be a 2-3, 3-on-1. There we go. Berenson on the power play. And that's in range. That's out of range. And that's a score, Berenson. It's a power play goal. And that's a power play goal, and it's 4-2. So Berenson on the goal, and the two highest get the assist. So I'm thinking it's going to be Mahavlich and Redmond. So goal by Berenson on the power play, and Mahavlich and Redmond on our assist. So on the power play, it pays off. They will keep the momentum. We will get rid of this. We will get rid of this. And the Rangers are back to full strength. Yeah, Christopher, I don't know if you caught that question, if you're still listening. What would I do if a rebound went to an open position? I'm kind of wondering what the plan of attack would be. If on a power play it went to 0-2 and 0-2 was serving it was in the box. There was no 0-2. I'm wondering what you would do on that. All right, so let's go to the face-off here. So we have a 2 high face-off wins the face-off. So we have a 53 and a 53. So I think momentum's going to get it. So it's going to go to Detroit. They're winning 4-2, by the way. And a 6. Zoom. So we have a 4 and a 2 on the Zoom. So we have a 4, which is here, and a 2, which is here. And 5 is going to be the smart quality. So yes and yes, they both have it. But I believe it's going to go to the team with momentum. So they will get a shot. So Detroit will get another shot here. Detroit, after trailing 2-0, has come back. And they're doing quite well. And a 3. It's going to be 4, 2, and 3. So we have 4, 2, Gordie Howe to Gary Unger. All right, so they have momentum. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Gary Unger with a great chance. We have a 5 shooting on 4. And, that's going to be a save. And 0-1 is going to get the rebound shot. So it's going to bounce over here to Nick Libet. I'm going to limit the Libet. Remember Nick Libet. And so he's got 2 shooting on 1. And that's another save. And they will hang on. The Rangers will take control of the puck. And we'll continue on. And now we have 4 minutes to go in the period. Rangers with the puck. Let's go back to, let's go to 4-2 is what we'll do here. Okay. And I hope I'm playing this right. If I'm not even out of the second period. I've been at this an hour. I know I'm slow, but we have a lull. All right, so lull. So that leaves 1 minute to go in the period, and I'll leave these guys out here. I'll leave them out here. All right, so momentum's gone. We got a face off, and a 9. Home wins a face off. Immediate play. 7. Secondary play. 4. 5, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. So Don Luce. So he's got 2. Cut in half. It's a 1. So Don Luce is a 1 shooting on 4. And that's going to be a save. And he'll hang on. And that'll do it in the period. So if we look here, it is 2 more by Detroit. And that's where we stand. It is 4-2. So second period goals. Mahavlich shorthanded. Berenson on the power play. And after a 2-0 lead, it's now 4-2 for the Red Wings. Renfield. There we go. And I'm liking this new mat. I'm liking the mat. I'm tempted to bring it up with something, Yeah, I think Chris missed the question too. That's okay. I'll try to find out that answer at some other point. It's probably in the rule book. I just don't remember what it was. Again, I haven't played in a while. I just was excited to get the new mat out here. That's what I'm looking to do. All right, so let's go with the face-off here. 2 high face-off wins. So I think we said that was Rattel. All right, so Rattel with the puck. We have a 9. It's momentum. Okay, so if no team has momentum, check the hit quality. We got 1, 2. Over here, we got 1, 2. Hit quality then goes to the home team. So we need to establish momentum. All right, so they will have momentum, and I think they get the puck at this point too. So we have to establish momentum. Yep, so that's what it is. So no line change, no anything. So it's just going to be the puck goes over here, and momentum now with the Red Wings. And a 6, so we're going to get a zoom. So we're going to get a 2 and a 4. So it's going to be a 2 and a 4. And it's going to be a 5. It's going to be the smart quality. No and yes. Yes. And so it's going to be a chance here for the Red Wings. And a 3 is going to be a 4, 2, 3. So we have a 4, a 2, and a 3. So that's going to be 1 cut in half to 0. Oh, no, it's a 2. Oh, a 3. Oh, I forgot we had momentum. So it's going to be a 3 cut in half. So it's a 1. So 1 shooting on 4. That will be a save. And they'll take the puck and let's get a new line out here. So we're going to go save to start the third period. And so we'll go line 2. Let's get rid of these guys here. And there we go. If O2 is in the box, then it's like that player isn't there. I think you just award the rebound to somebody else. Okay, so on the shorthanded team, you'd give the rebound to somebody else. Okay, interesting. I would think that it would be in other games, either you roll again, or it's the goalie ties it up, or it goes to the opposite player who has the man on there. So that's interesting to hear. That's interesting. You're not exactly sure. Yeah, I don't know if I came across that. I'll have to find out. All right, so New York with the puck here, down by 2 and a 4. Odd man rush. All righty, so 4. So we're looking at D4. So we're looking at Jerry Hart. Isolate the skater. Does he have a square? No. So it's going to be a scoring chance. All right, so Jerry Hart cannot make the play. And a 9. 4, 2, and choice. So 4, 2, and we're going to go to McGregor. It doesn't really matter. We're going to go to McGregor. Yeah, they have the momentum because we have established the momentum. So it's going to be 1, 2. So it's a 2 shooting on 3. 2 shooting on 3. Oh, look at that! McGregor coming in. Edwards needs to make a spectacular save, and he's got 2. Edwards on a 6. Is he 3 or better? No, he's not. And McGregor scores. And the Rangers have cut this lead to 4-3. And it's Bruce McGregor. So it's McGregor. And Hatfield and Nielsen with the assists. All righty, so a big goal here by the Rangers cuts it to 4-3. We'll go 3-3. Sure, we will. And so now they have momentum, right? They have momentum. And we have an 11 here. High face-off wins. 53-53. Team with momentum gets the puck. So it's going to be the Rangers now. And the rulebook doesn't address this. Other related actions say to use someone else, so I would agree with Chris, just give the shot to another player. Okay, fair enough. So an 11. If the defensive team has 2 squares, a turnover is created. No. If no squares, no effect, no timing, we just roll again. 6. We have a zoom, so we got a 3 and a 3. So we have Stemkowski and Unger, and it's a 4 on that zoom, and a 4 is a hit quality. Yes, and yes. Momentum comes over here, so it will be a shot. So the Rangers will get a shot here, chance to tie the game. Okay, so if play result calls for a shot from a vacant position, it's assumed that the shot was attempted instead by the second player in the play sequence. Okay. But again, that's the play sequence. That's not the rebound. So I can see how if it was 4-2-3, then yeah, 2 would take the shot if there's no 3. But on a rebound, it goes right to that guy. So I guess I'll ask that in the group. I'll see what they say. So it's a 9. So it's 4-2 and choice for the Rangers. So we have 4-2. And we're going to go to Peter Stemkowski because I like Peter Stemkowski. So he has a 1, 2 on 3. 2 shooting on 3. Can Stemkowski tie the game? 2 shooting on 3. No. That'll be a save. Do they have 3 squares out here? No, they don't have 3 squares. So let's go 0-5. We'll get the rebound shot. Okay. So 0-5. So it goes to Rolf. So he's going to be scissors. So it's going to be 0 shooting on 1. And that's a 10. And that's going to be snared with a glove hand. And it's going to be a save. So let's just call that a save. All right. So let's get back to let's go 1-1 and 2-2, and then I'll mix it up for the next group. How about that? Give it to somebody else. Okay, that's the closer rule book gets. Yeah, that should be something they should. I'll put that in there. I'll go on the group and say, hey, what do we do with this? Because it's not specified. You know me. I like specified. I like specifications. So we have a 9 momentum. Whichever team has momentum keeps the momentum. Okay. And we have a 4 odd man rush against the 3. So isolate the skater. So it's going to be the offense. 3. Berenson. Does he have a triangle? Yes. Yes, so he will get a scoring chance because they're on offense, right? They have the puck. Yep, they have. I believe they have the puck. They have momentum. So hopefully I didn't screw that up again. I'm just playing with the math tonight. All right, so 9, a 4-2 choice. So a 4, a 2, and I like Frank Mahovlich. Let's see if we can get his hat trick. So we're going to cut the scissors in half. So we have 2, 3. Cut in half is going to be 1. So it's 1 shooting on 4, and that will be a save, and we're going to get a face-off. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so 4 minutes gone in the third. 4-3 now our score. So they're going to go 2, and they're going to go 1. It's kind of how we're going to do it. And so we have a 7. So we got a lull, so they're going to lose that. And so we're going to go let's go. Oh, we need to get line 4 out here. So let's go 4-2 right now for this one. 7. Face off 1 followed by a lull. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's line 4. And let's go back to line 1. Again, not how you're supposed to do it, but not how Dave does it. All right, so we're halfway through the period. 4-3 our score. 7. Another lull. Wow. 1, 2, 3. That gets the game moving. So let's go to 2. 6. Face off 1 by high face off followed by a lull. Wow. So this whole third period's been lulls. Let's go back to line 1. 9. Home wins immediate play. Here we go. Red Wings with a chance now. 6. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1. So we have a 2 shooting on 4. That'll be a save. Off the post. Do we have any squares? Yeah, we do. So the defender will get the puck. And we got to change some lines here. So that'll be a save, we'll call it. 3 minutes to go. Rangers down by a goal. It is 4-3. So let's go line 2 for each team. And the Rangers with the puck. And an 11 play. If the defensive team has 2 squares, and they do not, otherwise, offense creates a play. All right, so the Rangers with a chance to tie. 9, 4-2 choice. 4, 2, and we're gonna go to Kachuk this time. All right, so we have 1, 2, 2 shooting on 3. Kachuk, chance to tie the game. Yes, he scores. Kachuk will tie the game for the Rangers, and it is now 4-4. So the Rangers battle back with a pair of goals here in this third period. So Kachuk scores from Hatfield and Nielsen. And it is 4-4, folks. What do we think? 4-4. All right, so now they have some momentum here. All right, Rangers have momentum. And we get 2 minutes to play. So we'll go back to line 1. All right, and let's roll for the face-off here. A 9. Home wins immediate play. All righty. 8. I've got 2-1-3. There's a good chance here. 2-1-3. So they have momentum. So it's going to be 1-2. 2 stars. So it's 2 shooting on 4. And that's going to be a save by Velimir. And he's going to hang on to it. And that's going to bring us into the last minute of play. So we're going to get line 2 out here for everybody. And so it's going to be Ranger puck with a minute to play in a tie game at 8. We have an Ice Blast with a 6. So it's going to be the star quality. So we have 1, 2 stars. 1, 2, 3 stars. So on this one right here. And that'll do it. So it's going to be a turnover. All righty. So that's a tie game. We'll play overtime. Why not? We'll play a little bit of overtime, right? So the Rangers come back with 2 goals in the third, and they tie it at 4-4. So let's go to overtime. Do I have we could play a 3-on-3 overtime. No, let's just play a little bit of overtime. All righty. Yeah, we'll just play overtime. So let's go back to line 1. All right, so we're in overtime here at the Olympiad. So nobody has any momentum right now. So here we go. On the face-off, an 11. New face-off with new players. Oh, interesting. 4. High face-off wins. So we got a 48 and a 46. So it's going to be Ranger puck. Right, Ranger puck. And a 10. Does any defender have the square symbol? Yes. It's a turnover. And if it's double 5s, it's a breakaway. So a great play by Bergman to take the puck away, and it's a breakaway play. Right? A breakaway play is a play chart, I believe. 8s. Right, 2-1-3. 2-1-3. So it's going to be 1, 2. 2 shooting on 4. Del Vecchio in overtime. Del Vecchio shoots. Oh, so close. But that'll be a save. 0-1's going to get the rebound. It bounces to Ecclestone. He's 2 shooting on 1. Ecclestone, that was a 1 and a 5. Ecclestone scores. Timmy Ecclestone wins it in overtime. and it's 5-4 as the Red Wings win this one. It is crazy, as it always is. So OT. Let's take a look at this game here. So it started in the first period. Gilbert from Park and Rattel. It was 1-0 in the first minute. And then in minute number 3, Ballone from Horton and Gilbert, and it's 2-0. The Rangers were off and running. Detroit chipped away, though. Mahavlich from Redmond and Berenson makes it 2-1. And then late in the period, it is Collins from Ecclestone and Delvecchio with 2-2. We go to the second period. It was all Detroit. Okay. We got a shorthanded goal here by Mahavlich, and that put him up 3-2. And then a power play goal from Berenson from Mahavlich and Redmond. 4-2 Detroit. Looking good now. 4 goals in a row. However, McGregor scores in the third to make it 4-3. And after a long set of lulls, with just 3 minutes to play, Kachuk from Hatfield and Nielsen will tie it at 4-4. That's where we went to overtime, and it only took a minute of overtime for Tim Ecclestone to beat Velemure. And that is our final. It is 5-4 Detroit. So that is that. I think that was a fun time. Hope you guys enjoyed it as we got to to play here on the new mat. I'm excited to try out some of the other games on the mat too. Not that I want to stain it with other games, but I have a hockey mat I use for a lot of things, and the dark mat looks pretty good. So I'm gonna make myself a cup of decaf coffee, and I'm gonna read up on the XHL. I really want to see how that goes, and I'll have to do an XHL show to figure out which teams are gonna play and why, and come up with the names and the whole bit. So that is that. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming by and checking out the unboxing here tonight, as well as the Hockey Blast game I just played. And that is that. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I do have some things to do in the afternoon. But at some point, I'm hoping to get on here and say hi to everyone. It's a rare Tuesday off. I'm taking this off for mental health reasons. But after that, my week is back in the full gear, and I got to start looking at my play-by-play schedule. So it's going to be a busy week for me after tomorrow. So thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.